Hello, everybody. Been a little nervous about saying this out loud, but I'm going to say it anyway, just because I think it's kind of worth the risk. I've been thinking about a lot about this, actually, for the last probably year, but especially in the last few months. And then last night it really struck me, just a couple of thoughts really struck me, and I feel like it's really important for me to say this today. I truly believe, and I can't speak for every single person, every single American or something to that effect, but yes, in reference to the United States, I think that there's a lot more that actually brings us to. I think there's a lot more that brings us together than is actually pulling us apart, and I think we need to. I don't know. We just need to focus on that. I had this conversation today with the lady who cut my hair, and she was like, yeah, but it just feels like there's just so much that's trying to pull us apart. I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I think it's actually possible for truly amazing, genuine people, good, well-meaning people with great character, to have deep disagreements and still be friends and still like each other and still care about each other. I think that's possible, and I think it actually exists. It's a little bit like, do you care what political ideologies somebody ascribes to if their house is burning? Do you care if someone has a particular ideology that you may not agree with, if they're being injured or robbed or whatever? No, of course not. I think the solution to the feeling that a lot of us are having right now in the world is, first and foremost, don't boast, don't brag, don't I don't know. There's a lot here that I have been debating as to whether to say or not, but I think the root of it for me is this. There's a lot of people that you might disagree with that probably live right around you, but you probably like them. You probably like them. Right? You probably like them. So focus on, I think the best way to celebrate a post-election day is to make friends. To focus on making friends, not making enemies. Because there's a lot more that brings us together than pulls us apart. And if we don't feel like that's the case, then we should make it the case. Oh, no, there's all these things that are pulling us apart. Well, then be the one that's bringing it together. And yeah, you can't fix some other place in some other state in some other city. Heck, you can't even fix some other neighborhood. Worry about fixing your own first. right? I don't know. I've just been thinking about that a lot lately. Just been feeling like maybe that's the most important thing, is us making sure that we're friends with our neighbors. No matter what. No matter what faith or political persuasion or whatever they are. Because I think that'll lower the blood pressure a lot. Because we're all kind of addicted to the social media outrage machine, and we got to disconnect from that, man. It's destructive. It's not good. It's not healthy. Heck, turn off all the notifications. Just do it. I don't know. Anyway, there's probably more to say other than that, but I'll just leave it at that for now. Let's go out there and make some more friends with our neighbors. Let's not worry about our phones and worry more about our neighbors. You know, like it's like, oh, that tweet is like, well, what about your neighbor? What does your neighbor think? And more importantly, do you trust your neighbor? Because that should be a goal. I trust my neighbor. They'll help me if I need them. I think if we work on that specifically, it'll increase our empathy for other people, and it'll increase the empathy that others have for us. I don't know. It's an idea. It's worth a thought. Worth a try. You know, that whole crazy idea, do unto others as you want them to do to you. Something like that. Be the change you want to see in the world. I don't know. I like that idea. So, food for thought. And I'm certainly working on it, or at least trying to work on it. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not on a high horse on this one. I promise you, I'm not. So, that's my thought for what it's worth. I hope you guys have a great day. It's a good day in America. It's a good day in the world. And just continue to make it better. One person, one day, one neighbor at a time.